video you sent me there at the Perth Mint.
Yeah, no problems. I've been in and out of precious metals for a fair amount of time, and because I now work in the city, I regularly go over to the Perth Mint. So yeah, I think I couldn't film inside, but there were 20 people, or 20 paying customers, I reckoned, about 35 people inside with people and their missus going out to buy precious metals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to put it into comparison, I went over there during one of the days, the week before, like the pandemic was been called, or it was like the week after the pandemic was been called, and the queue for the bullion room, where you buy physical metals from, that went out the door. There were about, I think there were 40, 35 people in line then, like just panicking,
Mm-hmm.
saying that the world is going to end. I need my gold and silver now. And at the time, it was a very good time to buy because the spot price was down, but the Perth Mint had ramped up the premiums, which is
Yep.
yeah the fee which they put on top of the bullion, because you're getting physical. They've put energy into making it into coins and stamping the face of it, or melting down the 1,000 ounce bars of silver, 400 ounce bars of gold into the Perth Mint type of bars.
Well, here's the problem. I spoke to a former employee of Perth Mint, and he told me basically, very just directly, that they will purposely run out of inventory when price of gold goes down on a global level. The mint just has no stock, but they do. They keep it in reserve and wait for it to go up and resell it, and sell it when it goes up. They never
Yep.
have stock when gold goes down. That's what I've heard from someone that worked for that institution.
No, I would agree with that. I'd agree with that at the that statement. I haven't seen it myself, but yeah, I've seen them running out of stock there. They've what's happened as well is they only sell 1 kilogram bars of silver now. They don't sell the 100 ounce bars of silver, which is about 3.5 times heavier, and the 10 ounce bars of silver either. It's only 1 kilogram. And I've seen, yeah, when the price is down, there's no inventory, or you're just left buying like kangaroos, which is their which they can put a large premium on, which is the like Australian the American silver eagle here.
Mm-hmm. Digital Morpheus is saying in the comments that is what they do with diamonds as well. So when the price of diamonds start to drop, they just remove the inventory completely, right? And then create this artificial shortage, in turn raising the price on diamonds and gold and silver or whatnot, right?
Yep, yep. Oh, diamonds, that would be De Beers, Rothschild.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I heard stories about them. They were very aggressive in cornering the diamond markers, as in mafia style, kicking out the other players. And now, whenever a man wishes to buy a lady who he fancies an engagement ring, then you got to pay the another Rothschild tax because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Let me ask you. So you're down in Australia. What's the news down there? It must be flooded with this attack, this knife wielding attack in the
I'm
mall.
I'm on the other side of the country, and um, but I have walked down from the Bondi Junction um, shopping centre to Bondi Beach,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat here as well, and probably tying the two big things together. It either could be, I think most likely it is someone who's just had enough of life. Sydney housing market is so so hot at the moment. People are coming over here to Western Australia to buy a house. So this guy, cost of living pressures, could have just had been said, I've had enough. I'm just going to go out with what I am have available to me, and inflict my pain upon society. And the other thing which I've put on my tinfoil hat is that the Bondi Beach area is there's a lot of Jewish people there. the Liberal Party, which is kind of the Conservative Party. The person who they tried to place into that seat to win an election was a Israeli called Dave Shana. So in the back of my mind, I've got the idea that this could be a bit of a false flag attack to garner sympathy for people in the Middle East, because it happened that country in Israel in the Middle East, because it happened in an area where their population is quite high in Australia.
Interesting. Very interesting point of view, a bit angle on that. Anything else?
Yeah, no. When I walked down to Bondi Beach from that Bondi intersection, I saw there was a Jewish book library and ultra Orthodox Jews I saw two of them walking around in their clothes, their traditional garb there, and I think that was on a weekday. Just little observations,
Okay.
which I think someone from Sydney could probably give you a bit of a better indication.
Okay. All right.
Yep. I'd like to talk about the precious metals at the moment as well.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I go where I come from. I've been in precious metals for about, I think, 6 years now. Started stacking in 2016, have both paper and physical. So I've kept my eyes on the market. After you remember GameStop and the Wall Street's bets.
Yeah.
After Wall Street bets happened and GME did its run up, and they tried to squeeze it, then another group called Wall Street Silver started on Reddit with the same idea of trying to squeeze the silver market.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah. Why is that? Because the American exchange called the COMEX is perceived to be like naked shorting the price of silver. And
the Jamie Dimon.
Yeah, yep, that's right. They're the custodians of the SLV Silver Trust, so it's like it's so insidious. As an American, you can buy some SLV and you gain exposure to the price of silver, so your shares go up in the if the price of silver increases. But it was revealed on Wall Street Silver that those funds which you invest with JP Morgan to buy the silver, they use that to short the price of silver, therefore taking it down. So your money has been used against you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Wall Street Silver has had a bit of a management fight, and there's also a few other copycat threads which had popped up on Reddit. One called
Of course.
Silver Degen. Yeah.
Of course there is. There's always copycats of everything when something semi-successfully follows through, and you get everyone else jumping and creating artificial sites or artificial threads or artificial movements to try and mimic or mock or mimic and try to recreate the glory, right?
Yep, that's it. There's lots of grifting in this world. If someone sees something successful, another person, instead of doing the hard work, I'll just copy that person. He's done the trial and error, and off you go, money in the bank. Anyway, I've been looking through a lot of these threads at work, and what has really appealed to me on why I believe the price of precious metals are increasing now is that there were two exchanges in China. And so what's happened in China, we've had Evergrande and Country Garden start failing really badly. And those are the property developers there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so...
Well, they're collapsing.
Yeah, collapsing, yeah. And couldn't pay the default. I don't know if the...
Well, it started about a year and a half ago when they couldn't pay the dividends on their shares.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then after it started to crumble even further and snowball into chaos to where it's at right now. And we're looking at major catastrophic 2014 summer 2014, man. I think something is major is going to go down. So something we've been prophesizing here for the longest time. All right, Aussie James, I'm going to let you go and see if we get another caller on. I appreciate your perspectives and all this stuff, and we'll get you
Oh,
back on
yep.
again, okay?
Yeah. Just one more thing.
Yeah.
I listened to the call from Supreme Cannon last which was the last call last Sunday
Yes,
or
sir.
Saturday, and he was 100% on the money. And this Israel-Iran thing has now kicked off. So, well, yeah, he's a really good call in.
Yep. Well, thank you. If he's probably listening, I'll let him know, okay?
Yep, yep. Cheers.
Take
All the
care.
best, and I'll be listening in for the rest of the show.
All right. Thank you, Aussie James.
Yep.
Bye.
See ya.
All right. So there it is right there.